to give you some great ideas today for releasing tight hips. So if you're feeling a bit stiff around that whole hip area, some tight muscles around the buttock, inside of thigh, outside of thigh, this will give you some good ideas. I'll give you variations. If you've got knee problems, some people can't do the twisting of the, it seems like a twisting of the knee position, so you need to be more sensitive to that. So I'm going to get straight into it and give you some hip releasing exercises. I've got this bench ready for some more advanced stretches that we might be doing as well. Okay, so all you need there is a chair, perhaps, to do that one. So the first one might be to lay on your back. This one's the best one to least compromise to your knee. So as you lay onto your back, draw one leg across your body, so it'll be really familiar to most of you. You bring that leg over and you'll get that immediately into the buttock of the leg you're stretching. Make sure from that one, the back shoulder is clear off the floor there, or don't insist that it stays down. That's really important. I'm just going to turn around so you can see that one. So from here, you've got your leg going across, so don't worry that this shoulder doesn't sit down on the floor. That's all to do with your upper body rotational ability there, more than what's going on here in the buttock. So you make sure your pelvis is vertical and you hold that leg up, and you can change how high or low that leg is. I'm going to turn around here. So how high or low this leg is will determine which muscle fibers you're stretching, and everybody's unique with this one. Get it where you feel you need. You know, put that leg where you need. So it could be high. That's really good. Pull that knee up there. Really gets you there. Okay, but everybody might be take it lower and drop the knee down. So be careful what's going on in your lower back. Really good one for this one is if you are feeling you'd like to just extend that leg a little bit as well. Get outside of your thigh there and turn the sole of the foot down. This is great. I heard of your IT band being tight. Well, that's all to do with really probably what's going on here in your tensor fasciae latae. So up here, and all the muscle fibers that weave into or feed into the IT band. Okay, so iliotibial band. If you turn the sole of the foot down, it gets the whole chain of this posterior, the outside lateral muscles here, outside the buttock, outside the thigh, outside the knee, outside the shin, outside your ankle, can get really tight. So if you're a runner, you'll probably be feeling they are quite tight there. So we've gone for the bent leg, the extended version with the straighter leg there. So that's that one. You can also then do a classic form where you put the foot across onto the thigh there, and you maybe assist that stretch with putting your hand on the inside of the knee, and you can feel that stretching the outside of the hip there. You could just stay there. I find this immediately advances it, but this is when some people need problems, or if they're very tight in the hip, they'll feel twist happening at the knee because they have limited movement here at the hip. So work on trying to open up the hip here first, and then come up here, making sure it doesn't tweak on the knee. So you can weave your hands inside and out, draw that leg in and pause that there. And really, you don't need to develop this if you're really feeling this. I always kind of like to give people a mark, ask them to say, out of 10, how strong is this stretch sensation? So to allow the muscle to relax, it doesn't have to be, or it shouldn't be, too intense. So if you're feeling this as a stretch sensation, 9 out of 10, God forbid 10 out of 10, you are going to want to stop pretty quickly, aren't you? So you're not actually going to be stretching for that long. It's going to be too intense, and you are at risk from then injuring yourself as well. So rather you stick at something that feels relatively easy, say like a 5 out of 10 stretch sensation. And if you fixed that position, say I'm staying here, I feel it, it's not a killer stretch. You might think, oh, I really want to have a really, really strong stretch. If you're feeling a stretch, it's then still a tight muscle, isn't it? Or you can still feel the stretch sensation. So let it do its work, give it time. So you might be here for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. The way to judge whether the stretch is released is staying there, fixing the position you came into. So I've stayed here with straight arms and the knee out. I'm not trying to move the knee out or bend the arms in. And it has eased off. In the time that I've been talking to you now, it's eased off. Okay, so if you've been doing this with me, that's great. So now I know the muscle has then started to relax. Whereas if you start intensifying it immediately, you might send that muscle into a bit of protective mode, so it actually tightens up because it thinks it's going to tear itself. So So you would intensify this once you feel it's released a bit, or if you're at a point where you don't feel the stretch, you'd intensify it by maybe drawing the leg in closer and lifting your head, shoulders up. So that would intensify that. Okay? So that's that really. That's such a good stretch there. I mean, that's a great release there. I find actually it's quite useful to do it from that position here. So rather than on the floor, sometimes you feel like you're pulling on and you're holding on with your hands quite a lot. So if you put your hands back behind you and then press up from there, and again, if you push away with the pelvis, so rather than tuck under, if you push away, not overly arcing, okay, that will then intensify it at certain points. So just that position there. Does it intensify it any more if you get any closer? You know, you have to be really honest with yourself. It might look better, you know, I can do that, but has it intensified it any more than being back there? Probably not a lot, really. Okay, so there's those two versions you've done there, or three versions really, the laying on the back, laying down on your back, and that one up there a bit more upright. Some people might find that more of use to them. And then you have this one. I think this is absolutely brilliant. You could do it on a higher chair as well. So this is a low kind of bench here. If I had a chair, I could be up, put my foot up there. So I put my foot up, and I'm trying to let my knee open out. So you let the knee open out and drop down, and you lift the chest up from there. And this is akin to the pigeon pose. So from here you would just stay there, you'd feel it there, and you could lean forward. That's just pretty awesome. On the floor, the pigeon pose is where you have the knee forward, the other leg back, and then you lay your body down from there. So you could make sure that knee is quite high, the back leg is straight, and then you lower your body down. Again, if you feel that's too intense from the beginning, you start at, say, a 5 out of 10 stretch sensation. You might be up here, so you're much higher up. Maybe that's going to give you the best start position there. You start there, and if you fix it and stay there for a minute or two and you feel it's gone off, again, you've made progressions there. Don't think, I have to go flat down. If that means you can't stay there for very long, really what benefit are you getting from it? So there you go. You're laying on your back for the first one, crossing the knee over, maybe hugging the knees up to the chest. From that version here, coming up onto your hands from there, the pigeon stretch from there, or the kneeling version of your pigeon stretch, and from there. Okay, so you're coming up from here and then leaning into it. I find they give you some really good stretches for the outside of your hips. So I hope that was really helpful for you. Replay this, and once you've found the right one for you, stay with it. So the length of time that I laid on my back and I held that one with my knee out to the side, I was talking away throughout that one. Stay at it until you don't feel it anymore. Okay, so if it feels too intense where you have to stop, of course listen to your body, you have to stop, but focus on thinking, okay, if I've gone into the stretch too deeply, that's often the thing that people do, they kind of stretch too deeply at the beginning. Okay, let's kind of make sure you kind of warmed up a little bit beforehand, don't stretch on cold muscles there. Okay, so you've maybe gone for a walk beforehand or something. Okay, so that's your outside of your hip area, you would have felt that. It may have gone into other areas of your body, so stretches always occur at the point of most resistance first off. So some people actually might feel that on the inside of the thigh there. Okay, thanks very much everybody. If you want any more advice, I'll be stretching through the groin area. That'll be another video I'll do next, but comment below with anything you feel you would like more help on, or if I can help you further with those stretches as well there. Thanks very much everybody, and have a great